All right, let's get into it. I was happy with my mic. I got it in the right angle finally because of my tooth. But anyway, let's get into it. Cause we in revolution now. We in a revolution right now, and some of you don't know we in it. We in it, and we ain't got time to sit here and care about your feelings. Okay, we about to start thumping. You know what I'm saying? Patriots, wake up! All these pansies, all these dudes with their short shorts and their tight ass pants, get to stepping, right, Mikey? Get to stepping. It's coming. Just bull over these people. It's done. They had their chance. We had to dig them out. We had to uproot them. Now we see what they're about. They're out there and looking like a bunch of pansy ass fruity tooties. And now it's time for us to come back, and it's coming back around again. And I'm super excited. Trump came out there today and was digging in them. You know what I'm saying? You guys are trying. No, we needed to see the attack. We needed to uproot these people. We need to uproot the cabal. Stuff I've been talking about. People were working with mystic magic, doing all kinds of weird stuff, and they were. And now we've got them uprooted. We can see where they are, and the Patriots are united. And if you're not a Patriot, screw you, dog. We see you now. We know exactly who you are, you little pathetic ass soldiers. Go get your jabs. Go get your juice. We see you. We've been preparing for this, and now we see you. We've got you. We can see the whites of, or we can see the blacks of your eyes. Either way, we see them. We're in revolution now. We're in a revolution right now. I mean, it's from right here. They've attacked our youth with these video games, with these crazy games that they go out there and they just beat people up. I remember watching these video games like, this is not a video game, like Mario Brothers video game. You got these people with this anti-theft or whatever that video game was, where they run out and just, I'm a thug, homie, I'm a thug. They've taken all the rappers like Eminem and just brainwashed everybody with them. We could see it now. We exposed you. You have been exposed. They didn't know they were doing it. We just basically gave you the reins and said, go ahead with it. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to give them the reins. And I will say this with the Baphomet, and they were like, oh, it's demonic, it's demonic. No, it's kind of like Elvis Levy kind of like do this whole super thing and like, let's see how they do with it. And the church and everybody just ran with it. And he already told you, he was like, he wanted to become a priest, but he couldn't because he said he saw what the church was doing back in the 1800s. And it's the same thing. It's coming back around again. But the people are awake. Oh my God, they're awake, dude. You guys are on this program that I am not on, and I am seeing it. People are waking up. They're going into school boards and council members. But thank good. I was waiting. I didn't know if you guys are gonna wake up, but I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now, man. Wow, it's happening, and these people are done. And Trump will be our leader. Period. Point blank. Oh, I saw Anomaly. Sorry, Anomaly. I love you to death. You're going to be great. But stop. You got it wrong because you're young. And that's the thing is I'm an OG. Triple OG. Double OG. Triple OG. Quadruple OG. And you got it wrong. He's got his little psychic ability and it's connecting that Trump's connected to it. Of course he is because he's helping to set them up. He feels that. He's like, yeah, well, you're going to see at the point where they tripped him up. Yeah. It was a necessary evil. It's a necessary evil. It's like when I saw all these evil, crazy people that are in our society, and what did I do? I ran around a stadium, put on a crazy outfit to get them to come attack me so I could see them. So now I can see them exposed clear as day for me. And you won't get that because your mind is not on that level. That's why Anomaly is so great. Because his mind just doesn't understand. Like, he's like facts and figures, and he just doesn't understand it. That's all it is. He's like, wow, really? Like, wow. Like, yeah, dude, like, these people are crazy. He doesn't understand that type of it's like you're dating a girl that's just been wrecked in her childhood or whatever, and you don't get it or whatever, and she's beautiful, she's just so pretty, and she's just psychotic, and she can't just tell the truth. She just doesn't. I haven't been through there. See, I'm 42. I've been through these relationships with these psychotic people, and I'm looking at Fauci, and I saw it right away. And then I've seen people like he's fine, but like you don't see it. And then you see Trump, who's just like a blunt force, who's just like smacking you around in the face, and he's like, "Look, I'm telling you the truth." It's like He's like a guy from the West Coast like me going to the East Coast, and it's like harsh. It's a harsh reality. And that's just what we needed. We needed that wake up call. And so I see it. It's happening. And I don't care what you say. I know what's coming. And I'll put my card readings up against anybody who's just going around and getting information. Not talking smack, but anybody who's just going to get told what to say. Look at this article. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at he said this. He said that. They'll be like, well, your card readings. Okay, well, my card readings are going to all come true. And then I'm just going to sit there and be like, yeah, you remember that one I posted like 6 months ago? Yeah. Old soul right here, bro. Old soul. Might want to do your numerology. Oh, that is your numerology? You might want to do that. See what you're doing. Because my numerology is dope. Anyway, El Capitan is back. I pulled this in my my first card reading I didn't show of Trump Return, the original one, because I was just like, I saw the evil spirit. And then I did 2 more, and they both came back the same. And it said this, boom. This is the King of Wands, all right? This says it's a charismatic leader that's going to come lead us out of all this. And he's riding a purple lion, which is the people. He had to gain the strength of the people. He has the capabilities and everything, but there's a lot of things that he needed to do in order to get there, and he's back. And I listened to his speech tonight. I think it was August 20th. I don't know, dude. I don't know what day it is. I'm pretty sure it's whatever. It's Saturday, August 20th, 2021. Yeah, he's back. And then he was talking about like all the countries that he cut money off to basically like Guatemala and everything. And I honestly have not followed this dude. And I was just like, yeah, I can see why you got attacked now. He's like, Guatemala, Honduras, China, they ain't making no dang cars in China. They ain't there. And then I cut the pipeline off in Russia. And I literally have talked multiple times with the guy that was in charge of the pipeline in Russia, and that's no BS. Dude came with tanks, helicopters. I'm telling you, man, I'm a bartender. Right there, and I right there at the airport, I talked to this guy, first name basis, and dude had his own nurse, and I didn't want to get into it. And then she was able to come to America, and all she would do is just eat sweets. She would just because they didn't have sweets like that in Russia. Okay, they just didn't have it like that. Like, oh man, he would tell me some stuff. He lived in a mansion, but they didn't have the electricity to keep the house warm, so they ended up just living in a room. So this dude had like a 12-bedroom mansion, but they would live in one room because it was so cold. And then he would tell me, because they literally have to go there because they had sensors on the pipeline in Russia. This is not a joke. They had sensors on the pipelines in Russia, right? And they triggered them, and they knew that somebody had went to the pipeline to get the oil because the town would be lit up, and they'd come in with helicopters, tanks, medics, porta potties. Porta potties were huge. That was huge for him because he's like, dude, I got to take a whiz or a dump because, and it's freezing cold, Oh, my God. It was, the information that I have in this brain is crazy. I met the guy that was in charge of the pipeline of Russia, and he told me this stuff. And just how they would use like cow turds to like heat their homes and stuff. So they'd get in that pipeline, they poke it, and then have to go fix it. But they would get attacked. So it's just crazy. The world's crazy, and it's just Trump to shut that down and do all this stuff and to bring it to America because it could be more controlled and be more safe. Not run it through some place where they literally, if they don't have gas, they'll just use cow turds. I mean, you guys have no idea of the stuff that like rolls around in my head, and it's like the left had their crazy little dream, and it's be careful what you wish for. You did it. You I don't know what you did, but you did it. And then what did you do? Obama, what brought us? Obama going for it brought us Biden, and he's falling apart. And you need to see. They needed to see it. Okay, that's what it is. You needed to see it. They didn't know. They're like, oh, the pipeline, and we're gonna die. And AOC says 12 years and everything. And you have no idea. what the hell's been going on. You have no idea. You just, you've been watching Grand Theft Auto. That's the, see that programming? Pre-predictive programming. I keep saying it again and again. They've been pre-predictive programming everybody to get there. And that's why you're just like, oh, this is normal. That's why they can literally have a guy in the street and be like, this is all normal. And there's like a building burning behind him. He's like, this is fine. And they got the CNN host in Afghanistan. They're like, kill America. She's like, well, they're telling me kill America, but it sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm fine. And they're like, can you get your ass out of here because you're a woman? I mean, it's stuff like that. That's just, it's getting nuts. It's getting nuts. But I was on Rumble tonight and I watched his speech. Dude was over 50,000 views on Rumble. So I'm at Rumble, Mikey Romero, one word, all lowercase, capital R, if you want to get over there, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on Facebook. They deleted me the other day for some whack-ass little joke I made, and it's just, I'm here for now. I can see where the trends are going, and we're at that point right now because he's back. I said he was going to come back. Now he's coming back, all right? We got our charismatic leader, and this is what this is right here. The King of Wands, a charismatic leader. So let's get ready to rumble, because here it comes. All right? Got some encouragement. And all you brainwashed people, we can see now, for people who are awake, how they use Saturday Night Live, all their actors, all the nighttime hosts, the mainstream media, the platforms, all of this, to attack this man. And I'm sorry, I have to say it, Anomaly, I know you're hating on him, but really look at what they've done to this man. And there is an apprehension into your voice. And you're very important and you're a very special person. I'm not talking smack, but I could just use you as an example of how you've almost been beaten up because your channel's been taken away from you and all the stuff you've been through, where you're almost like, well, he's in on it. Well, because he is in on it, because we needed to see it to get rid of it. So yes, he was in on it in order to show everybody to get rid of it. So I can see your little psychic thing, because you're a massive psychic, and I can see where you get it. But you've been so beat up over the last 2 years, and everybody else has, where you're kind of like, well, yeah, he was in his speech tonight talking about the jab, but you got to know 5 world leaders have been murdered that didn't go along with the plan. And he told you this. I've pissed off and I have a lot of enemies and I had to play my part. He had to do his thing. But because we said no and we rejected this, they are going to have to relinquish control. Okay? This has been an attack. And because we've said no, if we would have said yes and 90% of us said yes, Trump would have just went to Mar-a-Lago and went away. But because we said no, and they know they said no, they're going to whip us as hard as they can, and we just keep saying no. And eventually, they got to give them the reins, okay? That's the truth. That's the truth right there. I'm just going to leave it at that. Until next time. Peace out.